Hi folks and welcome back. So today we're starting a brand new Hearts of Iron 4 campaign. Today we're playing as Sweden. Now I just want to say thanks to everyone who liked and watched and commented on the Poland stuff and gave me some ideas and supported me along there. The Poland campaign was loads of fun and really tough, but I absolutely loved that one and it was a joy to play. So I'm glad so many of you enjoyed it. Now a lot of people have asked me to play as Sweden because with the new Arms Against Tyranny expansion, they do get quite a new nice few abilities in there. Norway didn't so much, so I'm hoping to see if Sweden's abilities that's got in the focus tree are kind of cool, and I think there will be. For I have a cunning plan for what we're going to do. Now I'm so confident that we're actually playing in Ironman mode and with AI historical stuff set on. So World War II is going to happen, but this time Sweden's going to get involved. On which side? Well, you're going to have to wait and see how that goes. But yes, I have plans for our Swedes, and it's not just to export 70s disco music and safe family cars all around the world either. Although, we might get to do some of that too. Who knows? Right, let's go into our basic opening maneuvers. These are pretty much standard. I could probably just copy and paste the start of every single Hearts of Iron 4 video or campaign I've ever done with this. I don't think I've ever done anything different. Seems like a pretty solid way to go. We're going to be making good use of Sweden's research abilities later on. So, to start with building, we're not going to do a huge amount with the military factories. Oh, I'll tell you why. It's because they have this rather large penalty. Where is it? Here it is. Military factory construction speed minus 20% at the start of the game. No war support. No dockyard construction speed support at all. It's all they're all anti-war. So civilian factories and infrastructure are what we're going to build, and we're going to take advantage of that while we work on modifying the government, because, yeah, we don't want that. What Sweden does have in abundance is some fantastic raw materials, loads of steel, and look up here in the north. Stacks of tungsten, that's what we were really short of as Poland, and a load of chromium as well. So I'm going to boost this in the north. We get like a ton of stuff. That's going to be good for trading. There's also a focus tree thing we can take, which we need infrastructure built in Sweden's regions. I don't know if all of them or just some of them, but we may as well take advantage of that anyway. So while that's going ahead, I would like one military factory, but we're going to get some civilian factories built first. So let's go for that. That's probably a good start. We'll let these finish here. We can make use of the dockyards and start building a navy. Tell you what, I'm just going to put the raiding fleet into this. Actually, I think, can we do this? Is that a better way of doing it? Yeah, that's probably a better way of doing it in the submarine class. Okay, I don't think we'll get any benefits just from them yet, but anyway, we'll put it in just as a matter of course in case. So, that's it. We've spent our spare military factory. Yes, Sweden doesn't want to be involved, but it's going whether it wants to or not. So the focus tree is absolutely massive. There's several ways we can go with this, but we've got to start with the Defence Act all the way up here. So we're going to have a bit of a reshuffle of the government. Actually, what was the other thing that gave us? Game-based stability 3%. Oh, the other things Sweden has. So if our stability drops below 68%, then we're at risk of having strikes. But we need like a ton of civilian factories, basically, to get rid of that. So that's why we're having civilian factories. Penalties to attack and defense, because we don't have ammunition. There's got to be something that removes that in there. We've got King Gustav, who's involved. He's not too bad, actually. He's not too bad at all. Neutral foreign policy. We don't want to join wars and stuff. I get it. Okay. And this, the Folkermed, that needs improving. Oh, it does give us stability, which is nice. So the army, got a job for you guys. Let's convert you all to cavalry. And you're thinking, why is he going cavalry? Well, we do have a reason for that as well. Let's also put in a cavalry commander. He's an armor commander. He's not so much, so he'll go in there. And let's put them on the border with Norway. And let's train these guys as well. And let's recruit some more. We need 10. 10 more fantastic cavalry divisions, please. And we'll put them in there. Alright, let's roll this on. See what happens. So Sweden's going to be quite exciting, I think. We've got AI set to historical, but we're not obviously going to play as Sweden did historically by staying neutral throughout the war. We're going to get involved. We're going to swing the government in one particular direction, use that to our advantage. I don't know how much to give away at this point, but I have a good plan. So the Defence Act is done. We've got some options. So in 1930, the state appointed a parliamentary inquiry to provide guidance for the future defence spending of Sweden. What do we want? The Farmers' Party. We would get rearmament proponent, which gives us war support, which is nice. Oh, and production cost reduction for infantry equipment. But we get a penalty for conscription laws and trade laws and economy laws and political advisors, which I think is okay because I don't think we're going to be doing a lot of that whilst he's in power. So let's go for the Farmers' Party is the best. Or is he? Or we go for... This one gives us research speed. But we lose 5% stability. Versus... What's the war support going to give us? Do you know what? I'm going to go for this guy. Let's go for research speed. And lose some stability. But I think that's okay. So with that gone, we're going to go straight for urbanization, are we? Or conduct... The second revolution. I don't want to trigger that one just yet. Yeah, let's go for this. I've got... there's a route I need to go down the focus tree, but it doesn't matter too much in the order I do it. So once again... Wow, that goes through fast, doesn't it? So Italy's going to go to war over here. Oh, really, I mean, they start over war, but they've got this. It is nice. I've seen Ethiopia stop Italy once, and they went for a white peace, which was awesome and surprising. It was right after the Arms Against Tyranny expansion came out, so I often wondered, was it a bug in there? Because I've never seen it repeat since. And have they patched it? Because it's pretty rare that Ethiopia stops Italy. If you guys have ever seen that happen, then let me know. I'm curious to find out. We're going to need convoys, so we can start producing that. They can just produce infinite convoys. We can become a trading powerhouse. Germany's gone back into the Rhineland. I mean, we know what Germany's going to do. Oh, you guys keep asking me to do like non-historical playthroughs and stuff as well, and I will. Don't worry, I've got some fun ones planned. Some I like the look of, but I love playing this on historical settings because I love refighting World War II. When you turn historical settings off, you do get a good game, but it's a very different game. It often doesn't feel like World War II because every country goes in quite a random direction. Usually. Let's go for our radio. That helps our reinforced speed quite nicely. And I need to have a big stock of political power, but it doesn't need to be just yet, I think. So we're okay with that for the moment. Right, we've got urbanization, which allows us to go for this. So I do need that political power. So we're going to go for this first. But for the time being, I'm going to try and enjoy our research bonuses that we've got. And just let this tick up. It's okay for the moment. I can't put... What I need to do is put a general in. But you'll notice command power. This takes a massive, massive hit because our war support is at 0. So it takes ages to build command points up. London Naval Treaty. Oh, we've got the dockyards free. Okay. We'll go on to making destroyer hulls for the time being. What I should do is just disband the Air Force because they're not needed for the time being. Oh, actually, that reminds me. We can go and sell those old planes off. Sell a lot. We're going to make something better. Everything. And then pile the price up. And let's fleece some of our opponents. But the Navy is quite interesting, actually. I'm just going to combine everything into one big fleet. Let's give them a commander. Let's go and train and spend all our fuel. Whee! It goes hurtling down. But we're going to get some naval experience, which I could do with to upgrade. Oh, nice. Okay. Purchase request from the United States. Yes. Yep. And the Swiss want the fighters. And France wants the naval bombers. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. Oh, let's put this guy in a proper army here. Have a field marshal in there as well. You know what? I'm going to hold off on this a little bit. Actually, let me just see. Because all I want to do, I don't want to make anything drastically different. But if we get our... these ones, these destroyer hulls here. If I change that, and I don't want them minesweeping. So let me put rapid fire guns on. That's going to cost... it costs 6 to replace. So can I just wait? If I can just wait, I'll just do it like this. Click OK for that. Oh, here we go. So we had a Swedish general election. So who we're going to choose? We've got Per Albin Hansen as the mandate of the people. No, I don't think he's any good. The Farmers' Party should have a chance. That would give us war support and reduce production costs, but clearly Bagger will lead us into the future. I think the guy we've got is actually pretty good. The stability, yes, but the research speed is good. Let's keep the research speed on. I can take the stability hit. Can I not save this? I do have the points now. Oh, I haven't put a change in. That would help, wouldn't it? Right, save. So we're not minesweeping these. Let's actually do this. Oh, and what I better do is just make sure we've got a repair queue of at least that. Otherwise, stuff will not get repaired. In fact, we'll do that. I could do more dockyards, but that will hopefully come later. So, the Navy. Can't upgrade them, apparently. Go in there. These minesweeping destroyers, which are kind of weird. Just going to have a look. Is anything nearly sunk yet? They normally try to sink themselves. They're nearly out of fuel. Do you know what? We don't need to... I decided I don't need to be training them all after all. Not quite so necessary. Oh, let's put some research on, though. Absolutely, we're going to go for concentrated industry. We're going to get the benefit for that. And those divisions are going in there. Are we really so badly off for equipment? Did I not... oh, sorry, I forgot to put all 3 in. And just to give you a little bit of a clue over what we're going to do here, which I'm sure is no great surprise. Poor old Norway. What did they ever do to us, eh? Right, so we've got this radio Jans thing. I don't know what it is. I'm guessing it's state radio. We can do this. This is nice, actually. It gives us a ton of stability. And it does give us daily democracy support. But it gives us more research speed, which is excellent. Hygienic housing. Do we want that? We do, because we want the thing that's going to give us... well, I'm going to give it away now, what we're going to do. So let's go for that. And then we also want the thing that's going to give us... is it the Socialistic Party? The communism support. We're going socialist. However, it's worth pointing out that socialist in this case does not mean aligning with the Soviet Union. You'll see why, because apparently Swedish socialists don't like Soviet socialists. Don't know why. Do I want to trigger some of these early? We're going to get a research bonus for this. I'll not trigger it too early. I'll go for this, which gives us a general research bonus for everything. We're up to 21% on the research bonuses. Seems pretty good. If we can get ahead in technology, it's going to make up for our lack of manpower, because manpower is going to be the big thing. We have 19,000 in manpower. Have I forgotten to do something? I feel like I've forgotten to do something here. Just a minute. So we need another 7 infantry divisions, and we've got 5. I maybe miscalculated, because that looks more like what I think we should have, based on what I was looking at earlier. Anyway, Spain's gone to war with Spain, as Spain likes to do, and we have historical settings on. These guys are desperately short of gear. So that's okay. We're getting our civilian factories built. I'm going to sneak in one of these. In fact, I might sneak in 2 of these. Let's put them in like that. The Olympic Games has gone again, and German athletes won, as they seem to do every time. Right, I wonder if I can afford to do this. There are some good options here for the political advisors. Where? Oh, this guy? Oh, I need to build a flipping one of these agencies, don't I? And stability would be good, and operative slots +1. Yeah, go on. I do need to save some political power for something we've got coming up, but and also let's also create the agency. Right, we've got the radio done. That's going off well. Industry is, we're not that far ahead of time, so I will start researching these. With our bonuses, it shouldn't hit us too hard, and we should be okay. We've got hygienic housing. So the next thing, poverty reduction for stability, civilian factories, and 5% communist support. Because then, which is nice, that'll get us where we need to be, and then we can swing over and start affecting the government. We have plans. We have lots of plans. Ah, yes, we have plans. What will the world look like with a powerful Sweden in the north? So we've got the agency. I guess we can probably do this with some upgrades. Should we do upgrades? I mean, cryptology's quite good. Oh, localized training centers. We'll do that. Depends how many spies I want to get out. I think we can manage with 2. We've got the poverty reduction. I don't think I need to go for the other stuff just yet. 'Cause now we're going to go for the second industrial revolution. We'll do that one first. We should have... Right, it's 11% popularity, which is excellent. So I think that can trigger this once we've got this done. Okay, I think we're on track now. This is quite nice because I feel like this is a slightly more relaxed playthrough than the Poland was. I don't feel like we've got any like really horrid time limits to stick to on this one. I did align them with the socialists, didn't I, for the communism? Yeah, I did. Yeah. This changes now so I could realign the radio station with something else. So we would like... Oh, I need to finish building... No, I can do this, can I? Hang on. Recruit in the German Reich. Yep, definitely start recruiting down there. We have this first one, defending against subversive attacks in Sweden. Nope, start building up a network in Germany. That's what you're going to do. And also at this point, because we're going to need the experience, we're putting in the organization expert for the army. The defense one sounds good. 5% defense is always good. This gives us more XP and 8% division organization, which later on should be pretty good. So we've got Industry 1. I feel like we go for Industry 2 straight away. That's quite nice. I've got 2 of the later industries being started before we get that research bonus for them. So that means that I can apply those bonuses to something even further up the tree and get them earlier than we would otherwise. This is my plan anyway. Ethiopia's gone to Italy. Well, we can't say it's a surprise, can we? It was always going to happen. Do you know that the opening gambits of these playthroughs are always some of my favourite parts of the game? I love setting the countries up. I love developing a plan and seeing how they come on and increasing our capabilities. So we were we not going to go and recruit someone from Germany? I thought we were going to go and recruit someone from Germany. We don't have to choose this, do we? It used to be a political option, I could have sworn. Operatives. Well, I mean, I guess it only means there's a chance to get someone from there, does it not? It didn't work anyway. Well, it's not giving us the option, so we've got the option of Hungarian. Don't think I want anyone. However, he is an infiltrator, so we'll take him. And what we'll do is we'll put him on this mission, same as anything else. Do I want to upgrade that anymore, or do we want to just build civilian factories? I think we'll just stick to building civilian factories. Continue the Second Industrial Revolution, and then we're going to align more closely with the Lands Organization, which gives us various things, more communist support, and some more advisors to choose from if we want them, which we probably will. There are some good ones. Anything that gives us manpower is going to be like really useful. 5 more cavalry divisions still to come. We've nearly got the first army fully built now. Let's have a look. We'll need it. I spent it on a commander, didn't I? Mechanical computing. Where do we want to go now? It's January 37. So okay, this is going to give us a nice bonus anyway, and it's going to come really quick, but then we can get one of the later technologies with that other 150%er. Plus 25% research speed already. There's some nice bonuses to pick up for this in the Swedish tree. And I want to thank, or want to shout out anyway, Stakui, who has a YouTube channel, big into Hearts of Iron 4. I got the idea from him for this. Not for this whole playthrough, but for the Swedish research stuff. And also another trick I learned, which we'll talk about later on in this one. So let's have a look. So we've got that. And then we want to strike the capitalist beast down. Definitely want that. So we're going communist. And as I said, we don't need to align with the USSR. We've actually got communists or socialists that like the Allies here. And I think Spain has the same thing, actually. That's the same situation, isn't it? So, similar outlook there. How many of these have we got? So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to try and rebuild or build the Grand Northern Alliance. Or conquer it, if you like. The Great Northern State. The Northern Powerhouse. Do we want to go straight for construction? Or do we want to wait and get Industry 3? I'll probably want to get Industry 3, so I'm going to wait for that to finish. It's only 40 days, and then I'll get that one. Do I want to go for it straight away, though? It's quite a way off. Yeah, I think I should probably wait a little bit. Oh, hang on. We definitely want this. We've got power building up. Don't know if I want to spend it. Do I still have the penalty to this, by the way? Political power. There was... Does he give it? No, there was something that gave me a penalty or to recruitment cost of these guys. We got that going on. So I don't want to go straight into that just yet. We're a little bit early for these as well. Oh, trucks? Yeah, we can get the next level of trucks. I think we should definitely get the next level of trucks. Meanwhile, just while that's ticking away, should we have a little look in here? Was the one I wanted to put in? So, more uprisings in Spain. There's a cheap foreign minister, but I don't think he's any use to us whatsoever. a humble appeaser. And striking the capitalist beast down. Now, this might give us something new. Let's have a quick look. The Ministry of Education, 6% research speed. Is the guy who had been working for us. No, I don't want to do this. I need to save these points now. Let's see, where are we? We're okay for time just yet. Right, okay, there's a reason why I need to save these points. So, we need to prevent a counter-revolution. Does that event actually triggered? I didn't see that trigger. There it is. So there's a fascist counter-revolution. Yeah, don't worry, we're going to prevent that. So that's funny. So I was able to select the counter to that before I got the event telling me it even started. Right, I want a couple of 100 points to make this work in political power for my next trick, as any good magician would say. We've got the concentrated industry. I'm gonna do this. This is a long time. This is a long way early. Oh, it's too early. It is stupidly too early, that. Lots of things are stupidly too early, but let's get the... we're not even making artillery yet, are we? Well, we are very quickly going to be making artillery, so let's get the bonus to that one. We're on time for it, so we may as well take that. Yeah, there's a political advisor we can put in now, which is going to give us 10% recruitable population, which is just huge. So I think we're going to go for that. Chinese United Front. Are they all joining the United Front? Hindenburg's blown up. US has gone neutral. All the usual stuff that we'd expect to see in a historical game. Nice. So, army number 1 is kind of in position and almost fully trained. Let's start making some artillery. Going to be kind of key to this, but we're going to need we're going to need lots. Right, so the only thing I really want to modify, I think, is give these guys some support artillery. I'm not going to give them anything else. Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine as they are. They're going to be kind of weak. They're going to be very weak. I don't have really the manpower to boost it, though, sadly. I can probably do that, can I? Let me see if that messes things up. If it does... Ooh! Yeah. Okay. I'm going to remove that. I don't mind saving the... Oh, of course, because we've spent some manpower to get the artillery as well. I forgot that that would be taken up. So we have now prevented the counter-revolution, which is awesome. That's going to give us an option to do something in a moment. The refuge from war is down here. Look at this, because this does give us an extra manpower boost, and I'm tempted to do it. What does socialist reforms give us? Now this is interesting. This costs us more factories in consumer goods, but it also gives us a research and a production cap bonus of the consumer goods factories. So the more consumer goods factories have, the more bonus we get into other regions, which is really interesting as to how that's going to work. What does this one give us? Political power gain, consumer goods factories, stability. It's 35 days. I think I like 35 days. I'm going to take that. Right, so we've got the fascist ringleaders exposed. Secret stashes of heavy-duty weaponry has been found in warehouses across urban centres in Sweden. The records of who's paying for these warehouses all have ties with the National Socialist Workers' Party, the Nazis, and the leaders of the paramilitary tied to the brown shirts. Right, prosecute the bastards. Gain base stability plus 7.5%. And, oh, watch this. Right, the non-aligned and the fascists, boom, gone. Nobody wants anything to do with them anymore. Get rid of those guys. We don't want any fascists around here. We'll kick them across the sea into Germany. Give them a free ticket home. A state-funded socialist ticket back to Germany. That's what they're going to get. Okay, with our 210 political power. Whoop, let me just... Oh, we've got support weapons 1. Excellent. Meanwhile, poor old Amelia Earhart disappears again. Doesn't have much luck with planes. that lady. I don't want anything in there. Is now the time to go for the industry? It's 243 days, but I mean... Yeah, I think I'm going to trigger that early. I'm happy with the research bonuses to other things tagging along as they are. So on construction, we're good. We're going to get the extra military factory, which we're going to put into trucks. Right then, folks, let me see if this trick works. This is the other thing I mentioned earlier. So we are going to... What we want to do is to be able to declare war on 2 different countries at exactly the same time. And so that means we have to start justifying against them at exactly the same time and finish at exactly the same time. And the reason being, that stops any big national powers from getting involved with guaranteeing their independence. You've probably played this game before and seen where, you know, you want to go and justify on someone and then go after their neighbour, and then suddenly Britain's guaranteeing the independence of Iraq or something. Oh, damn, okay, they've seen what I'm doing. So the way you can actually beat this, and you need political power to do it, we're going to justify on Norway. It costs us 31 political power. It's going to take 155 days. So send that. And we're going to justify in Iceland, because what I actually want to do... That's going to cost us 55 and send that. So this works, I've got enough. Right? But it takes more days. So we couldn't declare war at exactly the same time. But that's okay, because now we cancel justifying on Norway. Cancel, send. And then we re-justify. And this time, it's going to take 275 days. Which, if I've done this right, is exactly the same time as this. So now, none of them are guaranteed. And I don't know if they can now be guaranteed in the meantime. But in 275 days' time, I can declare war on Norway and Iceland at the time. And Iceland, being a puppet of Denmark, will draw Denmark into the war. But by declaring on these guys, I don't think they get a chance to break away and become their own thing. Basically, they'll be mine afterwards. I think this is the way to do it. We'll see. Anyway, this is my opening gambit in trying to get this to work. So, Nils Flig, angered by... Oh, yes. Yeah, we're preparing for war now. We're preparing for war. We have an army. Oh, we've lost some generals. Okay. This must be because we swung communist, maybe? I would guess so. I would like a cavalryman in charge here. We have one. He'll do. He'll also make a panzer leader later on, so put him in. And let's give him this. I might go, cavalry expert. All it does is gives me cavalry defense, which isn't bad, but I plan to be attacking. I'm going to take combined arms expert with him, because later on, we're going to be big in the motor industry, I hope, so he's going to be driving around in Volvo trucks rather than on horseback. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, that was the big expenditure. Let's see where we're going to go next. State paid vacation. So we got that done. Now, after that, we can do these. One gives me... I take a stability hit to gain 10% war support. Oh, I see why we want the 10% war support. I was wondering why we wouldn't just take this, because this looks better. We get more communism. But the communism, it's fixing itself. More consumer goods factories, whereas this one... okay, it gives us war support, which I think would instantly allow us to change this. We need a war support of 10%, which we don't currently have. Do you know what? That might be the thing to do. There are other things, though. There are other things. So we need to go down this tree as well. That's good. I think that one's also good for extra manpower. That one's super useful. And this is good for division speed, which I am going to go and tag right now. And then we can afford any stability hit if we wish to do it.